So, In did not send the threat letter. But then that leaves us with absolutely no suspects, right? It's not the hacker, since he was working with In. You know what? It's Ravage. It has to be Ravage, right? Just because all of the previous incidents had Ravage at the source. The whole thing with the downtown district, the thing with the wolves, it was all Ravage in the end. So maybe this is also Ravage. And the reason they used In as a scapegoat was because they were hoping that the CPD would get involved, trace it back to Heiyue, and take out their competitor for them. Until it has been proven otherwise, that is our theory. Can we leave? We shouldn't leave the theater right now. Randy and Tio can handle things outside while we focus on securing the interior. What about Zeit? Zeit is contributing too. Lloyd. The performance has begun without incident. Everything is going smoothly. No suspicious individuals have been spotted either. Hopefully, we can relax for now. I've been keeping a close eye out for anything suspicious. However, our guest list is entirely comprised of people we personally invited. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Hopefully, we can relax for now. Speaking of people they invited, doesn't Ravage have, ties to the Imperial faction? And the biggest opponent of the Imperial faction within Crossbell is the mayor, right? And he's at the showing, we assume. So maybe Ravage also tends to do something to the mayor, while the CPD, the First Division, is distracted by Ilya, by protecting Ilya. And so the performance begins. I truly hope this evening goes by without incident. The fact that you said that, you just jinxed it, dude. Oh, we can look inside? We should. I mean, the option's here, so obviously we're supposed to. Oh, that was hilarious. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya is incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just, wow. I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. One more time. We didn't even see Ilya, did we? Yeah, she's not even... We can't even see the stage from here. Also, those people in the audience looked so flat. Okay, we can go into seats now. Less flat here. Everything looks good in the S-section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there. You're right about that. Let's head to the next area. Are there, clues hidden around that we have to discover? Oh, Ellie's grandfather. This is the boxing seat for VIPs. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? I mean, Ernest is apparently very buff, so... At least Ernest is there to protect Grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he could take care of it. Take care of it? Or take care of your grandfather? That's true. Unless he is the person we should be watching out for. Right? We still think there is something up with Ernest. We don't trust him. Oh. Okay. Same thing as before. Uh-huh. We were expecting something to happen when we stepped back here, but... Is this gonna be one of those games where you have to, like... notice discrepancies between, like, two of the same pictures, basically? All of the performers have headed on backstage. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. I suppose it couldn't hurt to tidy up their dressing rooms for them, too. To our guests, please do not enter while the stage is in use. Arkin Xiao. The first division's been stationed backstage. We can leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. Sure. Applause? That must mean... Yes, it seems like the first act is over. Thus, the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty Tribe of Light, found herself opposed by another competitor. A new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Backed by the Tribe of Night, her appearance heralded a split in the forces of Ra. Wasn't Ra like the god of sun? In some mythology, we forget which. Egyptian mythology? Maybe? Are we the only ones who wonder how she doesn't slip on that water? The music is very serene. Ooh, sparkles. Sounds like the second act has started. Risha's giving it her all. She sure is. Her debut scene had the loudest applause yet. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. There's gonna be a quiz. There has to be a quiz, we swear. Thank you for patrolling the premises. We're in the second act of the play now. Good. Everything is proceeding as smoothly as we hoped. What a great success! I'm ecstatic to begin the public performances. Speaking of public performances, do we get to see the whole thing once this is all over? We finally made it to the second act. It's time for Risha's debut. I'm sure she'll do spectacularly. Her talent has been given Ilia's stamp of approval, after all. I've been watching her during practice for so long, even I'm starting to feel nervous. Aww. Well, 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 what do we have here? Hiding pastries again, are we? Will you ever learn plie? Feel like after, all that hard work, putting on a show and everything, they deserve to have their snack. We're gonna keep checking back. One of these times, that thing is going to be missing. And the killer will have snuck backstage. Nothing unusual here. Wow, Dudley must have a remarkable amount of focus. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed. Yet another example of his iron will. I mean, yeah, he's definitely looking around. Eyes peeled. And not paying attention to Ilya at all. Ilya might not be too happy about that. She always knows when someone's not paying attention to her. This side looks good. But I think the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an Arc and Sail play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. Maybe we should look again. See? They look so flat from the back. Nothing wrong here. Ilya is one thing, but Risha is just as amazing. Agreed. She brings her own unique style of dancing to the performance. When she moves, she really has the air of a moon princess, bathed in silver light. Did we miss something? Didn't we check all the rooms already? Oh, here we go. Okay. We always have to exit through this door to trigger the next scene. And that's the end of the second act. The crowd just can't get enough. Was it simply a whim of the goddess? Or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. Oh no. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. The very same ruins the two sisters once frolicked through in their youth, a secret place known only to the two, where they could dance and play under the thick forest canopy. Does the younger sister remember, though? Is the question. This must be a special dance from their youth, you know? Only the two of them know it. The third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonists, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. I can't imagine it getting any better. Now, if only it would end without incident. Yeah, I sure hope so too. Even if it means that we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. Seems like the story just pulled out one heck of a twist. Right? Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us next? Deathmatch. No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's just too compelling. We should focus on patrolling. That's hilarious. Oh, even Dudley started watching! It looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Even so, I can tell he's still scanning the area for threats. No, he was like 100% focused on the stage. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul in all of Zemuria that Arc-en-Ciel's performances couldn't captivate. Yeah, he's not looking anywhere but the stage. Neither is this guy. Nothing suspicious here. The officer aside, it looks like Ernest is paying real close attention to their perimeter. He's always looking out for Grandfather's safety. Or he's just waiting for a signal from his partner. All right. I haven't noticed anything strange. No one's been allowed to enter through the front door since the play began. Oh, whoops. What was that second part? Did that Ying end up getting cold feet? The First Division is on the lookout after all. It has been an exciting performance. I'm delighted that our guests appear to be enjoying themselves. The play is nearly over. Perhaps this evening will truly end without incident. One can only hope. I thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. Oh? It was probably just my imagination. Am I starting to hear things? No, I'm sure it was just some sound effect from the performance. Wouldn't you know, though? Like... The play is just about to reach its climax. Alright, I'd better hurry up and finish cleaning. Alright, let's go. Find the culprit. We must hug all the items. We found nothing. But was there anything that could have like fallen over and created a loud noise? Not really. Maybe it wasn't the dressing room. Maybe it was this sign that fell over and then they just put it back up, you know? Really? I mean, it looks like a kind of hefty sign. If something was gonna fall over, we would expect it to be that. Alright, alright. That's the end of the third act. Now the final act begins. How did they get inside the building? Is the question. The princesses learned of the dreadful conspiracy that drove them apart in their youth. Despite discovering the sad truth, they could not turn away from their inevitable clash. Because, after all, they were princesses. Only one of them could become the Shrine Princess, carrying the will of the goddess on her shoulders. As though this wasn't enough, they even fell in love with the same man. Their strong affection for one another was constantly torn apart by the cruel whims of the world. Their complex feelings ignited into a burning rivalry, fueled by their compassion and understanding of each other. With these emotions swirling wildly in their hearts, they traveled to the Star Sanctuary, ready for the fated ceremony. Why can't they just take turns? Seriously. Wait, we meant with being the Shrine Princess. Take turns being the Shrine Princess. Phew, thank Adios. It looks like the play is going to wrap up incident-free. And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrols either. But come on. There was something suspicious. Lloyd, Ellie, Ernest. Oh. What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, you see. One of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now. And he's the one who caught it! And we only just realized that she's not on our guest list. What? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right, in the back. Okay, first of all, we are very disappointed in ourselves. Because this random guy, he was the one who noticed. This was our job, but he was the one who noticed that somebody was acting weird. It seems she's been peeking in on the S-section seats. But also, like... Got it. We'll go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for us to return, sir. Of course. We've seen nobody. How is this possible? Are you the real manager? Is this a trap? Up the stairs on the right, in the back. Please, hurry. Huh? A suspicious attendee. You've got to be kidding me. Also, why did he come to us instead of the First Division? We're not even supposed to be here. The suspicious person is up the stairs to the right, Lloyd. Let's go. Right, no time to waste. Okay. Yes, we know. No way. Is that who I think it is? Oh, of course it's Grace. Oh, darn it. Why'd Dudley have to pick this spot to patrol? This was the perfect place to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. Soon as I start going to town with my camera, he'll catch me for sure. Hey, Grace! How did she even get inside the building? Lloyd! Tio, Randy, Zeit! What have you guys been doing? Whoa, Lloyd? And Ellie too? What in the world are you guys doing here? We could ask you the same question. What are you doing here, Grace? You're not on the guest list, are you? Nope, but I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here with a little trick of mine. Which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short, I slipped in with a cleaning crew, and voila! Exclusive access! Are you kidding me? Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all the freaking press tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the preview show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it? That still doesn't make it right, or legal. You're a real troublemaker, you know that? Come on, guys, we're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached the long-awaited climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. You could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? It's not, Grace. It's not. You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you? Threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on. I thought it was kind of strange to see Dudley and his pals patrolling the theater. Oh, it has to do with this threat letter you mentioned, right? Good job, Lloyd. I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me? How rude! Is that really what you think of me? No comment. Says the woman who decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Oh, that reminds me. You mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about? Nuh-uh-uh. My lips are sealed. Wait a second. Is the First Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Darn, I thought I was the only one who had picked up on it. Ernest? We are pinning the blame on Ernest for everything. We're not giving this up. Him. Are you referring to Ian? Huh? The heck's a Ian? Does that have something to do with that threat letter you're freaking out about? No, forget about it. Listen up, Grace. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, we'll have to take you in for trespassing. Ooh, Lloyd. Whoa, Lloyd. Isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. We just want to say, the fact that we are in this hallway, like on the exact opposite side of the building from where Ernest is, right? It just ramps up the dramatic tension for that reveal moment. You know? Like, oh crap, Ellie's grandfather is in trouble. And then we rush across the building. And hopefully we're not too late. Right? Fine. Guess you're serious about this. I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Oh. Why would we not? Is there something wrong with me being here? Well, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. Oh my goodness! We knew it! Wow. Okay, now if only he works for Ravage. That would be a double win. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is Ernest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous, with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. Maybe that's what he was at the IBC for? And here's the kicker. He's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. Okay, we're halfway there. Halfway. Rumor has it he's trying to off the mayor. Personally, I think that's a bit too far-fetched, though. Hey, Lloyd. If Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, the culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnessed the crime in action. There was only 2 people in that room. Unless he has a partner. Like, the suspect pool is kind of small. That's it. That's his plan. Whoa, where are you going? Can we get to the balcony seats from here? Are there balcony seats? Dudley. What? Good job, dude. Oh, okay. Oh. Is this the police officer who is watching the box? You. Don't interrupt, Dudley. What the heck are you doing here? Doing your job, apparently. What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in. Let's hurry. Oh no! Oh. Darn! Good job, Lloyd. Grandfather! Darn it, he has a gun! What the heck is this? Who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? Another cruel twist of fate, courtesy of the goddess. Ernest, why? Why do all of this? You were always there to support Grandfather, so why? Money? Probably? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. I'm just as fed up with Crossbell 6's situation as you are. But in the end, the only path we have toward change involves constantly bending to the whims of those more powerful than us. That is why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Ying and sent the threat letter to Ilya. You made us believe that Ying was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Darn it, so that's what was really going on. Good job, detecting. Good job. We can see why you are the ace of the CPD. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? You may be with the First Division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Honestly? Who wants to bet that even though we solved the mystery and caught the culprit, we're gonna be the ones getting scolded by the Vice Commissioner after this? Be it Ravage, Heiyue, or even the real Ying, if he actually exists. They're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Don't move. Put the gun down, slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further? Isn't that my line? The life of this old, naive man, the mayor of Crossbell State. I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger. Please, stop this. Darn. Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's life comes to a violent end, right? So, how about you righteous fools line up on the wall there and clear a path for me? What are you trying to pull? Even if you make it out of this theater, there's nowhere in Crossbell for you to run to. Shut it! Just do as I say! Good. You have ears, after all. Now to hold up my end of the deal. Well, at least we saved her grandfather. Grandfather! Hold it! You won't escape! I mean, he runs pretty fast. That guy ran so fast that he had after images. We don't nearly run as fast. How's he moving so quickly? No, we're not the only ones who noticed. Randy, Tio, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's our man. Take him down. Huh? We'll get him. Ernest? Very well then. Come on, Zeit. Oh! Wow, a good takedown, Randy! Phew, where do you think you're going? This man is the true culprit behind this case. Randy, Tio! Oh, thank goodness. You guys managed to catch him. Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call. That aside, why are you with Mr. Glass's... Whoa, Tio! Excuse me? I do hope you mean detective by that. Yes, totally. Tio doesn't know bad words. Tio would never insult somebody. No. Explain yourselves. Now. What is the meaning of all this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see... Oh. The heck? He can still move. Randy. As if I could be taken down so easily. I will be the next mayor. How? That's literally not possible anymore. With Speaker Hartman on my side. The next election will be a landslide. What? Zeit saves the day, once again. He knows what's up. He probably figured it out before anybody else. Zeit! Is that the wolf? No, he's a police dog. We don't know what you're talking about. Well done, Zeit. Oh, come on. The spotlight's being hogged by a literal glory hound. Nuh-uh. This spotlight's all mine. Grace? Yep. Where did she come from? We can never let our guard down. What is going on here? This is like a darn circus all of a sudden. Unhand me at once. I'll definitely be... I'll be the next mayor! Does he kind of remind you of Gilbert? Just a little bit. Mayor's aide. Sold his morals for power. Completely unrepentant. Delusions of glory. Need we say more? Wow, that is some grip strength. That was amazing. Is she still watching the show? Is she talking about the show right now? Time and place, Ellie. Time and place. I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather! You're already awake? Thank Adios! Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. What just happened was deeply unfortunate, but there will be time to address it later. I still intend to watch this performance to the end. Out of respect to the wonderful people of Arc-en-Ciel. Grandfather. You honor us, sir. Oh, okay. Extra. A glorious stage and the intrigue behind it. A preview of Golden Sun, Silver Moon, the anticipated new stage show from Arc-en-Ciel, has had its preview performance. Ilia Platier captivated the audience from the moment the curtain rose, with breathtaking acrobatics. Act 2 followed with the appearance of a hopeful new face, Risha Mao, who stunned the audience with her mystique and expressive dancing. Together with the atmosphere that Ilia illuminated the stage with, the audience was delighted. I felt like I was witnessing the rebirth of Arc-en-Ciel. The official opening will surely be something to look forward to. The mayoral assassin's dagger. While the drama was unfolding on stage, a more real one unfolded behind the scenes, as the police discovered and foiled the attempted assassination of Mayor Henry McDowell in the balcony during the preview performance. An official statement has been issued regarding the incident. The official word is that the suspect, Mr. Ernest Rice, 29, McDowell's top aide, arrived with the mayor to watch the performance. He smuggled a gun and dagger past security officials, then attempted to use them to assassinate the mayor. Why didn't Dudley and his team set up metal detectors? If they knew that something was going to happen, that would have made this at least a little bit harder. What motivations did he have? Mr. Rice served as the mayor's top aide for many years and was known for his honest personality. Why did he commit this crime? Maybe somebody brainwashed him. Maybe What's-His-Face is not dead after all. In gathering evidence, we discovered that he also illegally misappropriated mayoral funds and had connections with specific representatives. Additional evidence suggests he planned to run for the next mayoral election, and it is speculated he committed the crime to try to obtain the political position himself. However, the police have taken over the investigation, and so the true motives will likely remain confidential. Behind the suspect's arrest, Crossbell Police became aware of the assassination plot in advance, subsequently deploying a security team inside the theater. The team was fooled by the suspect's clever diversion. Wow. However, the newly commissioned Special Support Section, conducting their own independent investigation, were able to thwart Rice's plot and save the mayor. Hey! Lovely of them to, differentiate between the SSS and the 1st Division. I mean, they don't say it outright. You know, it's just security team inside the theater. But we'll take it. A detective from the 1st Investigative Division said, "No comment. I cannot divulge more than what has been publicly disclosed." Okay, so they did call out the 1st Division, but not, directly. But it's implied. Mayoral vacation. Following the incident, Mayor McDowell has decided to take a vacation. Even though he wasn't severely injured, the stress on his mind and body was immense. So he made this decision in consideration of his old age, stated a city public relations officer. Though the mayor's safety is indeed good news, it is so far unclear how long this break will last. The anniversary festival is approaching, and all of us at the newspaper pray for his quick return to duty. Makes sense. Yikes, things really got out of hand. I'm guessing most of the public's in an uproar by now. Considering that the mayor was almost assassinated at the debut of Arc-en-Ciel's new show, yes, I would imagine so. It is the ultimate scandal. we can at least take comfort in the fact that Mayor McDowell is getting a lot of support from the citizenry. But I'm still disappointed that the Imperial Faction Diet member Ernest had ties to was never named in any of the papers. Yeah, that was probably the first thing they went and censored. Besides, I don't get the feeling the Imperial Faction was involved at all. Seems like it was just that crazy secretary guy going rogue. Yeah, maybe so. There really wouldn't be any benefit to assassinating the mayor, as far as the Imperial Faction's concerned. Alright. Then again, had the assassination been successful, they could have pinned it on Yin and, by extension, the Republican faction due to their connections with Heiyue. You might be onto something there. Thinking back, did Ernest seem to be acting strange to any of you? It was as if he had lost his sanity. Or perhaps lost control would be more appropriate. Is it just us? Is this the gospel incident all over again? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Not the gospel. The, maybe Weissman 2.0? The First Division is taking care of the interrogation now. I wonder if they found anything out yet. Well, as for Ernest, he's in a state of total shock. Can't even speak properly. Chief. Oh, look at Said. You're saying they can't even interrogate him? Yep, since they weren't making any progress with him, they decided to go ahead and chuck him in the clink for now. Last I heard, they thought of calling in a church counselor or asking if someone from St. Ursula would check him out. I hope that'll help. That aside, you four have become quite the celebrities, haven't you? What about Said? While I was at the department today, the Fox was showering me with praises for the SSS. Boy, you should have heard him. No way. I find that hard to picture. Just kidding. So we're in Vice Commissioner Jerk's good books now. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, it wasn't only him. The entire force has something good to say about you guys. Except the First Division. Actually, I take that back. See? We knew it. Actually, I take that back. The First Division didn't really say much, but I'm sure that their opinion of the SSS is a bit higher now. Higher than rock bottom? Wow. So puff your chest out a little. You've earned it. Yeah, we'll try. But how can we be happy at a time like this? Yeah, try to think about how Mademoiselle must be feeling right about now. Seriously? Tomorrow is far too early for you to return to work. Aww. It's nothing more than a bruise and a minor sprain. 5 days of rest has been more than enough. If anything, I feel better than ever. Okay, but what about your health? Like, okay, physically, maybe. But what about mentally? Don't take this so lightly, grandfather. Please think about everything that's happened. You could have died. And when you do go back to work, you won't have your secretary. Oh, but he will have you. The most important thing for you right now is to rest until you're fully recovered. I know how you feel, dear, but the anniversary festival is getting closer by the day. Duty calls, so I can't afford to abandon my role as Crossbell's mayor over such a trivial matter as this. A trivial matter? Grandfather, how can you be so calm about this? Aren't you upset? Isn't your heart broken? Ernest was like a son to you, yet he betrayed you. So, why? Why are you acting like nothing's wrong? If I tried to claim that what happened didn't shock me, I'd be lying through my teeth. I'm told that Ernest had long been embezzling public funds from under our noses. Perhaps the guilt and stress ate away at him, causing him to lash out and act erratically. I do believe I bear some responsibility for not taking notice in the first place. Grandfather. Nevertheless, I am a statesman. I have sworn to serve Crossbell State in the present and future. No matter what happens, it's my duty to uphold that oath and lead the state. And I have decided to put that duty above all else. ... I'm sorry, Ellie. We've lost another family member. Just like 10 years ago, when I was unable to stop Ryan. I mean, your father. Not only that, but my own daughter, your mother, then left you behind shortly thereafter. And yet, powerless as I am, I continue to fulfill the role of mayor. You must surely despise me. No, don't say that. I'm so proud of everything you do, grandfather. Besides, I'm still able to keep in touch with mother and father occasionally. It was sad what happened with them, but as you can see, I've overcome that pain. Ellie. I originally joined the police because I wanted to help you in my own way. I thought this different approach would be a good way for me to help Crossbell too. However, now that Ernest is no longer here to help you, I was thinking, maybe it's time for me to leave the force and work for you. Don't be ridiculous. Grandfather? If you truly regretted this path you chose, you would have quit and started working for me long ago. But that's not the case, is it? Changing your path now would be an insult to everyone who supported you thus far. To your colleagues, to me, and above all, to yourself. Don't you worry about me, dear. After all, I have other secretaries. If necessary, I can even seek Helmer's assistance. However, it seems I'll need to delay my plan to retire as mayor for now. I suppose I can handle another 5 years before I can finally put my feet up. Therefore, Ellie, you must continue on the path you've chosen. Continue until you are satisfied with everything you've accomplished. Watching you work hard to achieve your goals will be the best motivation I could ask for. Grandfather. If the SSS hadn't been on the job, I likely wouldn't be sitting here right now. Be proud, Ellie, of what you do and how much you've grown. For you shall continue to shine even brighter and reach new heights. Much like the princesses in Arc-en-Ciel's new play. Speaking of which, we kinda would like to know how it turned out. Yes, Grandfather. I, Ellie McDowell, will return to my post tomorrow and strive to make Crossbell a better place. Aww. That was so heartwarming. You've truly saved me, Ing. If the situation had progressed any further, it would have gotten quite messy. We could have been suspected of attempting to assassinate the mayor. So we were right about that. We did not get Ravage, but you know what? It was the Imperial faction, so we'll take it. Half points, half points. Your connections to the Republican faction would have been to blame for that. The leader of the Imperial faction, Speaker Hartman, was likely the one who gave my name to that secretary. I imagine Hartman learned it through Ravage's Don, Marconi. You know what? 75. 75 out of 100. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I'm sure not even he expected the secretary to go so far as to plan an assassination, though. Even so, there's no mistaking that his objective was to harm the Republican faction's reputation through us. What a troublesome city this is. Putting that aside, don't let me in with your group. I am a hired assassin, not one of your lackeys. My, how cold. Well, no matter. Our ties with the members of the Republican faction can be severed at a moment's notice. Interesting. And as we previously discussed, Heiyue's counteroffensive will launch after the festival. As for the operation that will take place on the festival's final day, we leave that in your hands, Master Yin. Raid? On the Heiyue headquarters? Very well. It's time. I'll be taking my leave. Dude really can't just phase through walls. Ever the elusive phantom. But it's time, you say. What exactly is it time for, I wonder? Did he say that? We were not paying attention. Do we get to learn that? Dot dot dot. What? We are speechless. She's the assassin? She's Yin? Risha! How? We cannot believe that Risha was Yin! Good, I made it in time. You're early, Risha. Ilya, did you just see her, like, hop down from a building? Because we did. Like, was this what made you want her for the troop? Ilya? What? Are you that excited to start practice? Sheesh. And I thought I was the dance addict here. But maybe you're an even bigger one than me, Oh, Ilya. I don't think I'll ever be quite on the same level as you. You say that, but your actions paint a different picture. Throughout the whole preview performance, you were just as in the zone as I was. Both your dancing and acting were top-notch too, Risha. I think it won't be long before you're a full-fledged rival of yours truly. Really? Well, either way, I still owe everything to you, Ilya. I only ever knew the path I'd inherited in life, but you shined a light on a new direction for me. Okay. Alright. So she was raised as an assassin, is what we're getting from this. Not something she wanted, but something that was, like, set for her. Though, I think I need to thank the SSS this time, too. Oh? Oh, it's nothing. For today's practice, we're going to work on perfecting the third act, right? I'll do my best to keep up with you. Oh, someone's ready and raring to go. Well, who am I to turn down a challenge, especially from you? Alrighty then. Opening night is next month. We'll work night and day till then, and make the scene 100 times better. Come on, Risha, let's get to it. Of course. Wow. Okay, so a few things make a little bit more sense now. Like why Yin had to lure us to a tower, right? Because the SSS had to give up on Risha's request. So she became Yin in order to get us involved again. And that was how she found out about the threat letter in the first place. And that's why she's so comfortable living in the downtown district, even though everybody else was concerned for her safety. Clearly, she has nothing to worry about, you know, in terms of safety. It's so funny. We were so right about Ernest. and so wrong about Ian.